Okay, so tonight I decided to do a little topic that everybody, um, is familiar with. I ain't gonna say everybody because everybody don't have kids or whatever. So welcome back, Unmuted. Real talk, real conversations with Sheena Monique. Tonight we're gonna talk about healthy co-parenting versus toxic co-parenting. Per usual, my guests are late. I'm gonna start charging a fee to get on, and when you're late, every minute you're late, I'm gonna start charging you $10 like the daycare do, since we talking about kids. But I must say that this is a topic that I can actually discuss from personal experience. Y'all have to excuse me, I'm laying down today on my couch because my leg hurts and I don't feel like sitting up at a computer desk. So, um, I have two kids. They are not by the same person. My oldest daughter dad sucked. Okay. So my oldest daughter dad basically we didn't co-parent because he didn't decide that he wanted to meet her until she was like 11 years old, something like that. So I was married to someone for a while. Well, we was together 13 and a half years, so basically he was her dad. She didn't meet her real dad till she was like 11. But in that time when she met him, he would say things like, "Oh, I'm not doing nothing for you. Tell your mama do it because she get child support." Mind you, the child support was $275 that he didn't pay. It was court order, but he never paid it. So I was trying to figure out what I was gonna get with the child support that I never got. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Um, Or he would be like, "Oh, if your mama do XYZ, you can go on a trip with us." So I gotta send money for my baby to go on a trip with you. No, no, I don't want to do that either. So, needless to say, I think from the time he met her when she was like 11 till she about to be 21, I think he had probably bought her a pair of shoes and a bicycle. He had bought her two things her whole life. So sometimes it's not good to even try to co-parent. I think her life was better. Um, you know, in my opinion, I think it was better when he wasn't in it. But I felt like I should at least let her know who her dad is and do the right thing or whatever the case may be. Um, as far as my youngest daughter, Bailey, um, her dad was the guy I was married to. Um, we never had any issues, anything like that. As far as no, I'm lying. I'm lying. When we first broke up, he was crazy. You know how they do. I ain't sending you no money because you trying to use money to be taking care of the men over there. Or I ain't doing this, I ain't doing that because you trying to have people around my baby. Stuff like that. Or I didn't want you to date or have people around their kids. Y'all know the kind, right? Um, but it only changed when he got into a relationship and all of a sudden you want my baby to meet these skeezers. Okay. So now you want her to meet these skeezers. Now it's okay for me to have people around her, which I think that's a double standard. And also I hate when men or women get with a partner and the partner stop them from seeing they child. Like I think that's so crazy. Like I can't be with a man that knowingly got kids across town. You don't go see them. You don't talk to them. You don't do no with these kids. Like that just bothers me. So I would never be the type of female and be like, I'm so insecure that if you go over there with her, with your baby mama, I think you want your baby mama, so I don't want you to see your child. Just never been me. But I think that Cars didn't want me to have people around his baby for like maybe a year or two. I think it was like whenever he decided to not be mad no more. Um, but it wasn't his situation wasn't bad. Like I can always say even when he was mad at me, he still did what he was supposed to do for my baby. I can tell you That's one thing I have never had to worry about is him doing something for my baby. Like it got to the point where I was like, dang, do I even take care of her? Because he did everything he was supposed to do. Like I didn't have to go put him on child support or anything like that. We made like a virtual agreement, and till this day I still get my money every Friday. If something comes up, he'd be like, I can't do this, I can't do that. Um if I call and say, hey, Bailey want this, he sends the money. Matter of fact, now Bailey got older, she start asking for money throughout the week. So we might be hitting him up double time. So he's sending me money and her money too, because she likes to DoorDash 2, 3 times a week. If anybody know my baby, she would DoorDash you to death. So, um, needless to say, I think that co-parenting with someone that's not toxic is is easier. But if you have someone that's toxic, you got that they stop you from seeing your kids, or every time you around them they want to fight you, or just putting the kids in harm's way, and that's not always great. Like um I have seen people post on social media about the new boyfriend want to fight the baby daddy because he want to come get his kids. Like them his kids, let that man come get his kids. Like why you want to stop that man from come getting his kids? And I never understood the female that does that, because it's so many men out here that don't take care of their child, and for you to find a man that wants to take care of his child and you don't want him to have anything to do with the child, I think that's just so bizarre to me, because like kids need their dad. And I know I used to always ask why the Lord only gave me girls, and I really see now, because He knew I was gonna be a single mother, and there's nothing that I could teach a boy. I can't teach a boy how to be a man. I mean, even if the the dad was in his life, it would be some distance or something that he didn't learn because he was with me as a full-time parent. Now, as far as them girls, I didn't have a manuscript, but I think they might have turned out kind of decent. I don't know, but whatever. They got a mom that's there for them, and I know I could teach girls what to do versus boys. So I used to be sad because I didn't have any sons, but now I think that it's better that I only had girls. Um, so tonight is just basically like, what does healthy co-parenting look like, and how to handle unhealthy co-parenting. And I think sometimes we need therapy. Like I know, like when you say therapy, black people be like, "Don't nobody need no therapy. That don't even work." And they be so negative. Kids go through such a traumatic experience when the parents break up. It's a different transition for them. I mean, I didn't put my kids in therapy, but I think as I got older and started learning different things, and read books, learning different subjects, it probably would have, you know, they probably would have benefited from therapy. Um, Hell, I probably would have benefited from therapy. Me and the dad, you never know. But um, I think that's another subject for another day. So, um, let's see. And then, as a single mom and trying to navigate co-parenting, just to say if you have more than one child and you have to co-parent with more than one person, that is a struggle in itself. Like I said, I do have two kids. They do have different dads. But for the first 11 years of my baby life, I didn't have to try to co-parent with two different people. Um, it, it it was just more like me and my husband, and the other one was just like in the rear view mirror because he wasn't really, in her life. But when she got to like a certain age, well, she met him when she was 11. So I think I might have had to talk to him for a few years, and then after that, she had her own cell phone, so it's like, talk to your own dad. I don't need to talk to him. You old enough to say yes or no. You old enough to say if you want to see him. I would drop you off to him and where he need me to pull up at, stuff like that. Um, I remember dating a guy that got upset with me because I let my youngest daughter dad come pick her up from the house, and the first thing he was saying like, why he have to pick her up from over there? You must still want him because he can come to your house. I mean, granted, he used to be able to come in my house, get water, food if I cooked food, but it was not something like we wasn't together or anything like that. He just, I mean, like we got to the point where we was comfortable, we was friends, so he would come by and just pick up his kid. Like even now, if he won't come in here and come get his child, come get her, please. And I used to be able to go to his house sometimes too, but now I mean I really don't care. But I know it used to be a issue for some guys that knew I had such, I guess, such a relationship with him or whatever. It was always a problem. I know he was dating a girl that would check his phone and see if he was talking to me. So he one of them nervous people. So like I'll be texting him something like Bailey social security number, date of birth, this for you to fill out the paperwork. He done deleted the whole message thread because he don't want her to know he had to talk to me today. Then he'll text me 2, 3 days, ask me the same questions, and I'll be getting mad. Like I just text you that 2 days ago. Why you asking me again? But but she was one of them type of females that didn't want him to talk to his baby mama. And like I said, I just don't think I would ever be that type of person. Um, I Will I do it all over again with the same two people? Probably not. But I do love my kids, so I guess if I get the same two kids, I mean I probably will, cause I think they both have the best parts of me. Well, I'm gonna say Bailey have like the goals and she wants stuff a certain way. And then Tamia kind of have like the, oh, I'm a boss, like this my attitude, you gonna deal with it type attitude. So I think they both like split me in half, and I got two kids, and everybody say they my twin. Um, but co-parenting is very hard, and needless to say, we know they have like the crazy baby mamas, crazy baby daddies. Y'all end up in court or y'all don't take care of y'all kids. And y'all know the ones that don't want to take care of y'all kids. And I think that's horrible. And it's not just men that don't take care of their kids. Let's be honest. They have some women out there that don't take care of their kids. They will leave the child with the dad. I have seen those type of people. I don't know. It's just I just never been like I just can't push a child out and be like, you know what, stay with your daddy, because I'm motherly, right? But now I ain't gonna lie to y'all, hands down, if my baby girl daddy say, you know what, I feel like you have done your share of work and you can send her over here and stay with me, baby, I'ma ship that baby up. I'ma pack her up so good, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about I'ma pack her up so good and I probably pay him every week to keep her. Yeah, because I be needing my breaks sometimes. But I'm just saying, I probably miss her because I miss my baby on the weekends when she go her there. Like she just went today on Friday and she ain't come back on Sunday. So that's why I'm talking to y'all because I don't have nobody else to talk to. It just really be bothering me. I'm just playing. But anyway, um, like I said, so I'm harassing y'all because I don't have anything else to do. So, um, I know it says signs of toxic parenting is the type of parents that don't want you to see your child, or it's always something like attached to it, or I need you to do XYZ before you can see your child, or you going to see your child if I'm here, or I have to bring the child to you. You got to be around. Like I don't like. I just think that's just unnecessary stress. Like just added stress for no reason for somebody. Like um let's see, co-parenting with a narcissist, co-parenting with somebody that's telling your child you are the bad parent, and or I'm not with you, I can't raise you because your mama did XYZ, or your mama don't want me with you, or your daddy don't want this, your dad don't want that. Co-parenting with a narcissistic person is probably the worst thing that someone can go through. dating a narcissistic person is probably the worst. Like they are the type of people that love bum you and they love bum their kid. They do the same things to the kids. So the same things that they do to the parents, love bum the parent, they love bum the kids like that. They do it to make the child feel like, oh my God, they love me so much. And they put them all the way up here on this pedestal, and then next thing you know, they got them children crashing because they don't care about the kids like that. Um, and I know firsthand because my mom had to co-parent with my dad, and my dad. So, and it's crazy. So my oldest girl met her dad when she was 11. I met my dad when I was 11, and he would say like he never will own up to the reasons why I never met him. Like to this day, we still don't have a relationship. So when I met my dad, I was 11 years old, and um, it sucks. And I think my mom like pressured him to meet me or whatever, cause like as I got like then I didn't know, but as I got older and certain conversations and stuff that me and my mom had, I was like, did you beg him to come see me? Like, did you like beg him to be in my life? But and I really believe my dad was a narcissistic person because even like when I started growing up with him, he didn't want my mama was married to my stepdad, and I love my stepdad to death. I don't care who feel any kind of way about it. I really feel like I'm the person that I am today because my stepdaddy held it down. So if you ever have kids and you have that step person, that stepdad, stepmom that really do it for them, it is amazing. So my stepdad was like that for me. Um, so my daddy didn't want me to call my stepsisters my sisters. Um, he would get mad when I called my stepdaddy Daddy Gaylord. He got upset. He got like, them not your family, them not your people. Um, I felt like when I went and visited him when I was young, I felt like I was getting punished because my mama moved on, if that makes sense. I felt like it's just, it's like how you try to be a dad to somebody that you don't even know. And it's like you really just doing things just to do it because you want to assert your authority, like, because I'm your daddy type stuff. And you never really earned it. And it kind of like sucked, you know what I'm saying? So I must say, if I can do it all over again, I don't know how my daughter feel about me and her dad, but if I can do it all over again, I probably won't meet mine because, and it's still like a soul subject. So I have four stepsisters, four half sisters. My real dad had me and my sisters like against each other. So that's why I say when people don't understand about what y'all do to kids, like it's horrible. So I have two older sisters that my dad had with a lady. They got the same mom. And then I have a sister right before me and a sister right after me. But it was so weird. So the two oldest ones, they had the same mom. So the two youngest ones, they knew each other. So all of them met my dad when they were supposed to. I was the only one with my dad when I was 11. So I came into my sister's life and my dad's life at 11 years old. And so imagine a child trying to fight to get to know her. Four other girls plus a guy. But from day one, my dad was putting me against my oldest sister. Like he'll come pick me up on purpose before he go pick her up, and he'll be like, I'm about to pick you up and you gonna sit in the front seat and you better not move out the front seat when I go get your sister. And I don't care no matter what she say, you better not move. So I mean I'm 11, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm not moving. And if my sister used to be so angry with me, but she didn't know that I wasn't doing it because I wanted to. I was doing it because that's what I was told to do. Um and just even in other situations, like he played us against each other. Um I'm not that close with that side, but granted, I do have a few cousins that have reached out to me and I love them to death. But um he used to try to tell them we was the problem. Well, I was the problem. I guess I was the problem with my dad because I was the most outspoken when I would tell him how I feel. I did not care. I would let you know how I feel. I feel like you wronged me. I feel like you did this. But out of every last one of my dead kids, I was the only one, the only one he disrespected. So people don't understand that toxic parenting really can mess a child up. So I think I talked to y'all enough by myself. Hey, Miss Courtney.
Hey, Sheena.
Whew, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Well, I was entertaining the people for a little while. I had to talk about this co-parent stuff, and the only worst situation I could talk about is the one with me and my own dad.
It's all right. Sheena, don't do this. Like, girl,
I know, I'm
you got it,
sorry.
sis. You got it, though.
Yeah. So, if y'all out there, if y'all men out there doing that to y'all kids, bro, y'all got to do better. Um, if you're treating your kids a certain kind of way because you're not with the mom or whatever the case may be, you got to change. Man, I'm 41 years old, and it still bothers me, you know? And I love my sisters to death, and we still trying to build relationships. And it's crazy, you know? So, I don't know. That's enough of my spiel. So, tell me how it is with your co-parenting relationship with your the guy you deal with or your ex or whatever.
So, I have four different men I have to deal with. My oldest daughter, her dad is um very much in her life. We have a great co-parenting relationship because she's 17. So, when she needs to speak with him in regards to whatever, she hit him up.
Right.
Um, my second daughter, her dad is incarcerated.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it was never really a co-parenting relationship with us because, he told me basically from jump, like, I don't want to be in her life, which I respect because if you don't want to do it, I would rather you say that than to be in and out of her life upsetting her.
Right.
Um, third baby daddy, he stayed in and out of jail as well. Um, so I mean, we have a good relationship as far as us communicating. He doesn't get my daughter as much as I want him to, but it is what it is. With the last person, I kind of did a thing called get married. Um, thought that would make it good, like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I'm tired of playing baby mama. So let me try this husband thing. Um, and that was the worst one, to be honest with you, simply because when Mad Day came and divorce came, it was like F you and them kids. And I hate that Monique said that on that movie because people, God, baby, when I say he took that shit serious, and but you know what
Hmm.
I'm saying. My thing is, I respect people for showing me who they are as far as what they
The,
want to do with parenting.
right.
You know,
Right.
you can't be mad at a person for that. And I'm not mad at him at all. And, you know, it took growth for me to get to that point to say that, but it is what it is. Like, because at the end of the day, I know one thing. I'm their mama. So I'm going to step up and do what I got to do. I'm going to do the best I can do. Thank God for child support. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm one of them ones, I put you on it. But, girl, baby, look. BCFS,
Downtown
I
we
will
go.
be in your office. Girl, baby, look. But no, you know, you gotta take certain stuff for what it is. And
Hmm.
I too, I didn't have my biological daddy in my life. And I
Hmm.
hate that for myself because, you know, he left out of my life months. Like when I was just a couple months old. The first time I met him, I was 13. Second time I saw him, I was 17 and he was being, you know, put in the ground. So it's just like I think that plays a role in the type of persons that I pick because I can't be all the way mad at them because it was something I was searching for in them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you know, I co-parent with who allowed me to co-parent with them. I'm not one of them bitter baby mamas. Look, I'm tired. Come get them. You know what I'm saying? I will bring them to you. But it take both parties wanting to do it.
Yeah. Pack them up. Where we going? Where they going? Can I bring them? Yeah.
Baby,
Like,
look,
I be so ready. I ain't gonna lie to you. But like I said, when you do have the person that wants to co-parent with you, it's a blessing. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah,
Cause my baby, well, I don't call him my baby daddy. Cause, as a matter of fact, he better not call me his baby mama because we was married. So you better be saying when you introduce me, you better say my ex-wife. That's what you better tell him. My ex-wife. Me and her had a
yes,
baby together. So me and my ex-husband, we do well. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I
that's
really,
good.
I I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah,
But you gotta think about it. So many kids like us that don't have a dad to like step in. You know what I'm saying? But and I hate that for you. You didn't get to meet your dad, but it might have been a blessing, Courtney. Like you never know. Like think about the traumas that I haven't even healed from. And like I tell people all the time, if I wrote a book about my childhood, like people would stop talking to me. You know what I'm saying? So and a lot of time I keep those feelings, wrapped up or whatever. But um, I tell everybody I'm so appreciative of my stepdad. Like I shouts out to him. You know what I'm saying? And
right,
I ain't gonna say he was perfect for his kids because they have their own thing. But like I always tell them, you know, I know y'all feel how y'all feel about y'all dad. I know he did certain things that y'all was uncomfortable with, unhappy with. And I'm not dismissing your feelings or what he done to you, but um all I can say is the type of man he was for me was the best thing that ever happened to me. You know what I'm saying? So there go that Rashad. So I'm thankful for that. Let me see. I did have pulled up questions, but
okay, cool.
it was trying times today. Some bit.
Yeah.
And I hate showing people my emotional side, bro. I swear to God, I hate people showing my emotional side. But
But that just mean you human though. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
it's real life a bad top. You know what I'm saying? It's really a,
like,
a topic or whatever. um, let's see. It says, "How did you and your co-parent learn to separate the personal feelings from being a parent?"
with the recent situation with my ex-husband, we still working on separating us from them. You know what I'm saying? It's
Mhm.
getting better with time. Especially now for me, because when I like ventured into the whole co-parenting, I was kind of forced. So of course, with the beautiful thing with divorce, you have to share custody.
Mhm.
So which meant that he had to get them every other weekend, which I wasn't opposed to, but I was kind of skeptical about it because this my children going to stay with you, spend the night with you, and you don't really watch them. When we was together, I was the primary parent. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
Mhm.
knowing that they about to go with you, and this woman who I don't know, who I felt was the reason we got divorced, is about to watch my kids. So
Mhm.
that was the hardest thing for me. Like, you
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? Trying to get accustomed to that idea. Like I cried in court because I told my lawyer, I was like, look, fuck this shit. Like, you not listening to me. This
Right.
boy work every day. Like, he not gonna have my children. They gonna be with this woman who I don't know and I just don't like her. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So that was the hardest thing with co-parenting. Now, by the grace of God, you know what I'm saying? That shit didn't work out. The grass wasn't greener like it never is. So he had his own spot. So, I feel more comfortable with him getting them when he can, when he off,
Mhm.
or when he get off, for them to go over there, spend time with him, as that's what it should have been in the beginning. Because it's not about her, it was about him. I didn't have children with her. I had children
Right.
with you. So now it's getting better, just because he had his own spot and he has matured into doing what he have to do for him and not relying on people to take care of his responsibilities.
Yeah.
So
And it's
yeah.
good. It's good that he actually would get them every other weekend. Cause I know people that got court orders and they still don't come get their kids.
Oh no,
You know
he
what I'm
don't
saying?
he don't do the every other weekend. He do what he can do, but I'm grateful for that, you
Mhm.
know. But it's something better than nothing. Mhm.
Let's see. Let's see. So have y'all ever had like a real bad um toxic experience around the kids after the breakup? Like something that they had to see that you feel like that you possibly had to talk them through and work through it? Cause kids see that we break up and we
Right.
split and they confused about it. I don't care what nobody say, even a certain age the kids be confused. But have y'all ever had like a real bad blowout or something that really like bother your kids that they had to experience?
No, the only thing that I hated was, of course, my thing is I grew up, my mama, even though my biological daddy was never in my life, she never spoke bad of him. You know what I'm saying? So I grew up
Mhm.
accustomed to, I'm not gonna speak bad about him to them. So, the only thing that hurt the most was when he left. He left. Like it was no explanation to me, the children, none of that. It's like I'm leaving. Bye. So I had to tell my children, like, oh, y'all daddy got COVID. And my daughter, he left it. They at an age they understand what's going on. Mom and daddy broke up. Why he gone though? He not coming see us. And my daughter was like, "Well, I'm surprised he's not dead. He been had COVID for 8 months." So that was the hardest thing for me to continue to lie to them to protect his image, as daddy, because he was there in their life since birth. And not all of a sudden, like where he at. So that was the thinking on my
Girl,
toes, girl. He got
now
COVID.
that's talking about she's surprised he ain't dead. Girl, I'd have been too
I was
through.
like, I'm surprised he's not dead. He done had COVID for 8 months.
I wouldn't even know what to say.
Girl.
It's like what?
I'm like, Lord, it
Girl,
is
that
what
is
it is,
so
though.
horrible. Let's
Yeah.
see. You gotta answer all these questions. How do you protect your child from a oh well, how do you check your child how do you protect your child from emotional manipulation and alienation? See, I think this was my issue with my pappy, you know. Um,
Yeah.
I don't think I have those
Um,
problems with my kids though.
Like it's I don't really I don't know. I just lied, to be honest with you. That's all
Yeah.
I can do. But I could tell you now is a hurtful thing to continue to lie to them because they're going to understand and realize what's going on. So I
Mm-hmm.
mean the best thing I could do for them as a parent is to like just seek counseling for them eventually. Because of course they start to act out and so
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of stuff I know they not gonna talk about with me because they are older. They understand. Like my daughter, 8 going on 90, and my son highly intelligent. Girl, he's 7 going on 72. So it's just like,
Mm-hmm.
girl, if y'all can't talk to
I
me,
think
I'm
that was my oldest issue. Like when she just got a certain age, it was like, who is this child? Like, oh my God, who is she? And I feel like it was tied to, that because she was seeing, her dad always on vacations with his other kids and doing this and
yeah,
doing that, and she wasn't there. And then also I played a part in overly doing my side. So it's like I was mom and dad. So trust me, she didn't want
right,
nothing. Like she didn't want for nothing. I was mom and dad and I was overcompensating for it. And so I think it got to the point where she just knew mama always be there. No matter I ain't gotta figure this out on my own because my mama always gonna be there. And so now that she's older and I'm trying to force her to really be an adult and be on her own, she was like, why? You ain't let me do it for myself all this time.
right,
And I thought I was protecting her by, shielding her and, always not, like I showered her with so much love that she didn't realize she didn't have his love. You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
So after a while, it was just like, Mom, I don't, I get that we doing this and we doing that. She still wanted to do it with me, but it got to a point where she still wanted her dad. You know what I'm saying?
right,
And and us as females, and it's so bad. I think when we start dating, we looking for our daddy. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? In a man, or you looking for that daddy love in a man, and you ended up in these toxic relationships or these abusive relationships or whatever the case may be, because you want somebody to love you so bad because in your mind it's like, why my daddy didn't love me? Like, why he love
yeah,
everybody else? He ain't love me like that. So the first man that shows you some type of attention and it's not even healthy, you cling to it. Um, and I ain't gonna lie, I be worried about that with my baby. But I do feel like sometimes she a no limit soldier, so it won't really matter because she, cause she like
mm,
she really, and I think because she have had to be numb for so long with her feelings, like she don't really show raw emotions. I don't
yeah,
see that. I feel like, and then when you do see her emotions, it be bad. Like she really, you be like, oh my God, like something really wrong with her. Um, so I think she does deal with guys and she date guys, but I don't think she let nobody close to her. That's in my opinion because I hear how she talk to him and it be rough. It
yeah,
be rough. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Maybe she just because she had that experience, she just shuts that part of herself off. But I know when I got older, I was like, "Ooh, he like me." Stupid, right? He like me, so I'm gonna go over here. But I don't know, she just be like whatever. I don't care about it, but I don't know. Hopefully she don't end up in a situation that she can't get out of. And our
right,
kids now, they are in so many bad situations. And it's so sad. But I must say my mama was real old school, so
yeah,
she never really talked bad about my dad. Like all she would say, you'll learn them. You'll find out,
yeah,
it'll come to light. You be like, what's coming to light? What's coming to light?
yeah,
She like, you'll see. Oh, okay, well I guess I'll see. But she never talked bad about him. She never like told me to not deal with him and nothing like that, but
Yeah.
she should have warned her sister, you know. But hey,
Yeah.
um, let's see. It says, "What does child-centered communication look like?" I'm guessing when y'all doing what's best and what's right for the kids, maybe. Mm.
Probably so.
I don't think,
Mm-hmm.
and I really believe when people co-parent, they don't think about the kids. I think they think about themselves. Like how I
Yeah.
feel, I'm gonna treat this situation how I feel. That's how we gonna treat this. Not like what's best for the child. I don't know. That's how I feel. I don't know about you. That's what I think. You know what I'm
Yeah. I don't know.
saying?
Like I say, I was always the type of person. I guess it just depends on the relationship too with the, because like I said, with the oldest three children, the oldest three daddies, like I didn't care. Like, get
Mm-hmm.
this turn, I'm tired. I was younger then. You know what I'm saying? I had my first child, got pregnant at 16, had her at 17. So I ain't live my life. I'm a baby having a baby. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Turn around 18, having the second baby. Then you know what I'm saying? When I hit 21, oh Lord, I'm pregnant again. You know what I'm saying? It was just like a constant. So with them, I was like, y'all get y'all babies. But
Mm-hmm.
the hardest thing for me is was the whole marriage thing. So it was like, I don't care who best interest at heart. Like, so I mean, I guess I was at fault at first. I don't want my children with you, not with you and her. Like I wasn't thinking about how they made them feel. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, they wasn't looking at, oh, I'm going to miss such and such house. I'm going to be with my daddy. I didn't care about that. You know, because I'm like, I don't like her. I don't want y'all with her. Because my biggest thing is if I don't like a person and the person don't like me for whatever reason, they're gonna do
Like they
something
gonna
to my
mistreat your,
children.
yeah, they gonna mistreat your
Yeah,
child.
just because they can't get to me. So, I was kind of thinking about they best interest, but not really. I was thinking about like this is what I don't want. So I mean, that question can be answered in several different ways, especially depending on the relationship with the person before the child even came. Because
Mm.
my
Like
oldest, I used to pop up and drop off with my third baby daddy. Look, I'm popping up at this house, dropping the baby off. Car seat sitting in the yard and the baby seat. That's how, so I knew he wasn't gonna let nobody hurt her,
mm,
cause but with the last one, it was just like that was the toughest one for me. So that could be
yeah.
answered in several ways.
Be like your baby at the door, sir. But then the other ones, it's like, and
Uh-uh.
I always have this thought in my head. Not with my baby girl, because I know like they co-parenting with this other person that he meet or mess with. I'm about to tell you now, they ain't finna touch her. You know what I'm saying? If Bailey do something out the
Yeah,
way, they can't touch Bailey. They gonna have to say, cars, I need you to tell your daughter XYZ, because
yeah,
I'm telling you, if they do something out the way, or he feel like they did something, or said something to her, made her feel a certain kind of way, he gonna be off his rocker. Um,
yeah,
but with Tamia, I used to worry about the woman treating her wrong because she didn't like me, or you know, or like I said, her going through the stuff that I went through, her going over there and he just call himself chastising her because he trying to assert his authority, and he just doing it just to do it. Or if the woman was putting her hands on my child, and all I could think is like, I'll be in jail, you know.
right.
So you have that going through your head, and you be hoping and praying like, Lord, please don't let her go over here and let somebody do something. I mean, they didn't accuse her of doing all kind of stuff, stealing cell phones and all this, and she stealing phones to get her sister. And I'm like, her sister over here phone better than mine. What she stealing for? You know what I'm saying? So it's like it was always, with that situation, it was always like unnecessary conflict. But with baby girl, I don't think I have those problems. And thank God, like me and my sister and them had conflict, but it wasn't like we gonna fight each other type conflict. It was just like, I don't know if I like you, and
Yeah,
why am I here type stuff, but we have gotten better, like whatever. Not all the way. I must
That's
admit, we still need work. You know what I'm saying?
right.
But and I feel like it's harder to build relationships with people when you're older and y'all both got trauma attached to the same situation. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
because you process that trauma differently than this person processing that trauma. Then y'all get together and it's just like, how you feel?
Boo-
It's just, it's like, nigga, you the reason
Yeah,
why I feel like this. I don't want to talk to you. So it's just, I don't know. It's just crazy. But thank God.
but
I
she too.
mean, I ain't have to deal with like no real bad co-parenting as far as on my end. Because I think
Yeah,
to me only had to like really was around him a few times. Her dad, and like I say, Baby, if you see Bailey there, you already know he ain't about to play with nobody when it comes to Bailey. And Bailey probably ain't gonna play with nobody when it comes to Bailey because her mouth like this. Or she gonna say,
right.
cause my mama gon' and yeah, so we ain't gonna talk about shit. So I can see her
Yeah,
now. She one of them type of children that'll be FaceTime you while stuff going on and be doing the phone like this. She over here talking to me crazy, so
yeah.
that's a good
But
thing.
see,
Hi,
with that whole
sis.
situation too, it just depends on the relationship you have with the other person. Because with my third baby daddy, like his baby mama girl, I'm talking about used to get on my nerves. She would
Mm,
call me and be like, Courtney, I'm coming to pick up my baby. Or Courtney, have my baby ready. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on
yeah,
the relationship with you and the other woman. Like, cause he was staying on business. Like, I want my children to know that they siblings. Like,
yeah,
y'all ain't about to be. Like, if y'all got such and such going on. So it just depends on the person too. Like the man, his relationship with his other baby mamas or other partner or whatever. Cause I'm telling you, this girl used to really call my phone and be like, Courtney, I'm coming to get my baby. You know, for real. And I respect the woman. Like if I can put my differences aside with a woman and she just looking at I want my child to know that that's her sibling. Fuck what me and you got going on. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But like I said, that was just because he was my baby daddy. It wasn't a marriage involved. So their relationship with anybody else, I'ma look at you like, bitch, I don't like you. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you calling me for?
What do you
Like, go
want?
yeah, what do you
Yeah.
want? Like, I'm not him. You know what I'm saying? We don't got nothing to talk about. So it just depends on, like I said, the overall relationships with everybody. So it
But you know,
could
you
work.
gonna you gonna have to eventually grow and talk to whoever because he might move on, friend, and date somebody or marry somebody. So you gonna have to kind of
And
co-parent.
and that's I wish nothing but the best for him. But my biggest thing was if anybody come in between my marriage, I don't have two words for you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like you fucked up a marriage, or you was a
Mm-hmm.
part of a marriage breaking up. Like that's some serious ass shit. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But if that was just my baby daddy and there was some random hoe he was messing with, like, oh, I don't care. He gonna be on to the next. But no, we was like I got his last name. Like, you know what I'm saying? Still to this
Yeah.
day. I don't have two words for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I don't think I would ever deal with that person. You know what I'm saying? Like even if he like
yeah,
you stay with
and
her, it's like you can don't even bring her around me. Like
yeah, and I wish the best for her. Like it's nothing but
mm-hmm.
as a woman though, you know what I'm saying? If I was going if the situation would have been handled differently, I wouldn't mind my children being around her. But
Mm-hmm.
like this girl expressed ill will towards me because she was messing with my husband. I'm like you married him to me. Like what's going on with that? Like, girl, like what's your last name? Because
They be so
I'm
angry. It's like
confused.
you the other
Yeah,
woman.
it's
Like
like,
why you
girl,
don't
you mad because you
understand?
messing with my husband. Like, no, we're not about to do that. Like, I don't like you simply because of that. You know what I'm saying? And I
Mm-hmm.
told him if she was any type of side piece for real, she would have told you to handle your business correctly And then maybe, you know what I'm saying, I would have 2
Uh,
words for her. But
uh,
mm-mm.
mm-mm. So did you used to send like a cell phone with your baby so she can call you in case of emergencies? Or she wasn't old
So,
enough to use the phone?
like, through the courts, we had this set up to where the children are allowed one phone call. So even if they did have a cell phone, I
Mm-hmm.
couldn't communicate with them nothing but one time out the whole weekend. And we could only talk if we were to talk for an hour. So my thing is, I prayed, sent them with them. I don't want to talk to them in that hour because it only takes 2 minutes for you to say something happened to you for me to get out of care. You know what I'm saying? I don't need no hour, baby. So I'm just gonna keep y'all prayed up. You know what I'm saying? I cover the blood of Jesus over y'all. And I'm gonna see y'all Sunday when it's time for me to pick y'all up. But
What you
girl, no,
said,
I was
take
about
two
to do that for
minutes for
myself.
all hell to break loose, huh?
Girl, for real.
Good.
I
Or
ain't had time.
or it'll be like when you talk to your mom, you gotta talk to your mom in front of me.
Yeah, like, and I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? And then it was like my children was telling me stuff, or when they come home, like, well, she asked us this, and I'm like, God damn,
I,
like, well,
I don't know. I think it's just
like,
so crazy. When I dated
girl,
a guy that had kids, I was more focused on him building a better relationship with his kids. But his baby mama didn't like
right?
me. They didn't care for the kids being
Yeah,
around me. And I love kids. You know what I'm saying? But I understood they frustration, but I also feel like as a woman, you don't have to like me, but you need to respect me type stuff. You know what I'm saying? So when it
right,
gets to the point where they don't respect you and the man can't make them respect you, baby, we don't need to be
right.
together. If you can't put your baby mamas in line, we don't need it. Bye. Because it's too much
Mhm.
friction. It's just too uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see situations where two females could not stand each other, but I bet you any kind of money when that man was around, they wouldn't. They'll, hey, how you doing? Put them kids in the car, going about you know what I'm saying? They ain't even looking
Yeah,
at each other crazy. They ain't finna be talking about each other on Facebook because they had that much respect for that man not to do that. You know what
right,
I'm saying? Because he was like, this is how this finna go. This how this finna be ran. Like we not doing all that catty, messy drama. And I hate that women would rather tear each other down than the man. I
right,
didn't make him leave you. You know what I'm saying? I didn't make him leave you, so I met you after him. Because like I'm talking about the ones
right.
that you done met. I met this man. Y'all had been broke up a long time ago. I done met this man and you still mad. You mad 3 relationships later. like,
That's how I be
like
sometimes.
when
But
you gonna let go? You was upset with him 3 relationships like matter of fact, and you done had 3, 4 men since he done had 3, 4 women, and both of y'all still mad.
yeah,
I just think it's just so stupid, and I don't know. And I see it all the time, and I just and people be like, when you date, they be having small kids. I be like, I don't know if I want to do this because I don't want to deal with nobody baby mama drama. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, and then because I know how
Especially
I
when the
am.
child be months. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like if a man starts to date too early after just having a baby, it's I don't care what nobody say. It's still lingering relationships for that baby. I mean,
Mhm.
lingering feelings for that person they had a baby with.
Because she haven't processed all those hormones yet, so she's still
Yeah,
feeling some kind of way. But I don't want to be no stepmom. Not to no
you
young, you
don't
know what I'm saying? Not to no young
right.
kids, no. Because it's like you get attached to those kids, man. You know what I'm saying? You get attached to those
Yeah,
kids, and then y'all break up, and it's like, suck.
yeah,
Because I know the relationship I had, he had kids, I had kids, and our kids was kind of like, um,
yeah,
you get attached to the kids, and it's like you got 2 breakups or 3 breakups. However many kids it is, like
yeah.
I gotta grieve you, and I gotta grieve all 3 of your kids, or
Children.
you know what I'm saying? It's just
Yeah,
it's a lot. So it's like maybe if he got one, but I don't really want I don't want it under 10 either. Because I don't want to have to worry about if the child gonna eat. Because I gotta
Right.
be asking if you ate. I need you kind of independent. Matter of fact, I need you able to open your mouth and speak and tell your mama the truth when she call her here talking about you over there at that lady house. Because you
Yeah.
know they got some that do that.
So
You
you would feel no type of way like with the older children if, because you know how they have some people who, and like I said, I'm gonna go back to what I was saying. Even with my children going over there, they it's still yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir. Still be
Mhm.
respectful. Miss
Yeah.
such and such, Mister such and such. You know what I'm saying? So are you willing to date somebody with an older child who, because you know, a mama can brain fuck the shit out their children. So
Hmm.
what if you date somebody with an older child and their child come over there and the mama mad because the man dating and they have the child be disrespectful to you? Because you know, older children are easier to manipulate, I feel, than younger children. Because younger children still
Hmm.
kind of green. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So would that make you feel some type of way?
In that sense, you would have to go see your child. If we stay together, you would
Hmm.
have to see your child somewhere else because they can't disrespect me in my house. They still a child. You know what I'm saying? Or once again, as the man, you need to check your baby mama and you need to check your child at the door. You get what I'm saying? Because if the child continue to do that, that mean they don't respect their dad. Because I know for a fact Bailey's scared the shit of her daddy. So even if I told her go over there and torture that lady, he gonna be like, Bailey, stop playing with me. And what
Right.
Bailey gonna do? Bailey gonna stop playing, and she gonna be yes ma'am, no ma'am. So like I say, it still comes down to the level of maturity of a man. That's how I feel.
Right.
And let's be honest, it's a lot of boys raising kids. It's a lot of young immature women raising
Yeah.
kids too. So it is what it is. But I don't know. I just know I don't
Yeah.
want no more kids. Baby,
I
that
just don't put
41
my
don't
I
give me
don't put my
another.
children through the trauma
You
at
did
all. If
what?
I cry, I say I don't put my children through the trauma, girl. Like, look, y'all gotta be respectful to nobody, cause I ain't about to have. I be creeping, girl. Yeah, they be like, "You got a boyfriend?" No, I don't. I be
But
creeping my ass off, baby.
but they
Look,
don't need to see him though. Like they can't. Like
they
you can
don't,
creep,
and
but they
they
don't
don't.
see him. Yeah, that's why I was
They
like,
don't
I
see
got
him. That's why
girls.
they be like,
Yeah.
"Yeah."
They be like, I can come
So,
over there. No, no, I have girls. You can't come over
yeah,
here.
baby.
And they be like, you must got some man. You don't want me to come to your house. No, I got two girls that I don't want to see you because that mean for you to get to my bedroom, you gotta pass their room. No,
Right,
mm-mm,
girl.
no.
But yeah,
And if you can't pay for us to go to a room, I don't even need to be talking to you anyway.
right,
So,
girl. That's a
no.
whole nother story though.
So if you if
Baby.
you if you met my kids, I must like you a little bit.
Yeah.
For me, you to meet
You
my
must
kids.
like me a little bit then, huh?
Yeah, I must like you a little bit. I'm talking about the
Girl.
man, but the man,
Yeah, I
women,
feel what you're
yeah.
saying.
But the man, if you met them them no limit soldiers of mine, baby, I must like you some. So I don't know, but mm, I don't know. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to give me some therapy because it's clearly I still ain't healed from my co-parent and childhood trauma. I might need to call somebody
Yeah.
to her. I
And see,
need to
girl,
call
and you
somebody
know,
to her. Huh?
I really see a therapist. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a
Mm-hmm.
lot of African Americans need to seek therapy more.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, because I know the first time I saw my therapist, I just sitting there and cried. And I don't know what I was crying for. You know, she asked me a
Yeah.
question and I started bawling. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like crying is better
It's relief.
than
It
people think. You
is.
know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I know, like, cause it was so much that I had to say in regard to my real dad. You know what I'm saying? Cause like I said, the first time I met him, I was 13. So I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
you trying to come over here, you know what I'm saying? You trying to come over here and tell me what to do and how I should act. And, we from two different parts of the world. I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. You from Raleigh, North Carolina. Like, the way y'all do things up there is different from how we do things down here. And you
Mm-hmm.
haven't been in my life 13 years, sir. And now you want to play dad. So it was confusing for me. And then it was like, the most weirdest thing, me and my daddy had a better relationship via telephone.
Mhm.
And
Same
the
thing.
conversation, yeah, then like when I met him that one time, I was like, this not the person I talked to on the phone, because my daddy used to tell me stuff like, okay, well, this is how you do this, and if you're gonna be a hoe, be an extravagant hoe. Like that's we used to talk like homeboy, homegirl, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I'm used to you telling me like how to be a hoe, but now you want to come down here and you want to tell me how to act like a young lady. Like, no, sir, we're not about to do this. Give me the no, talk to me how you talk to me on the phone. You know what I'm saying? And then it was like when I saw him again when I was 17 and he was dead, I'm like, I wish I wouldn't have treated him the way I treated him when I first met him, because like that's what hurt me. So like I
Mhm.
really agree with what you say. A lot of fathers need to stop doing certain things to their children because it messes them up more than they
Bad.
know. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
yeah.
And I ain't
But
gonna lie.
girl,
So when I did go to therapy, like you say, like, cause I went to therapy, the breakup was so bad, and it was just so, baby, you be trying to find yourself again. So when you go to the therapist, she won't talk about your dad and your mom.
yeah.
And I used to be like, lady, why is we talking about these people? Let's talk
Yes,
about
it's
this
supposed to talk about
man.
me.
Yeah, like let's talk about this man that just stressed me out for the last 4 years, lady. And she's like, well, we need to go back
Yeah,
and talk about your childhood trauma. And you be like, shit.
yeah,
Then next thing you know, you crying all over again, and you ain't got through
yeah,
nothing. And I felt like that's why I think I went to that lady for like a year, and I felt like I still wasn't where I needed to be, because it's like we would go through stuff and then we would go back through stuff, and I'm crying all over again. I feel like I got set back all over again. It just was, it was a lot. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I truly feel like it's a never ending process. Like people like, oh, you know, all you gotta do is go to church, pray to the Lord, and all whatever. He'll heal you. He'll do this. He'll do that. But I feel like if you don't actively do something every single day to overcome those childhood traumas or adult traumas, whatever traumas that you have, any little thing can trigger you all over again. You know.
right.
So
And to
I
be
use
honest,
it.
that's why I write. Like it's a coping
I
mechanism,
know.
It really is.
Mhm. That's why I
So
started doing them journals. So, and that's how I came up with that first journal. But I didn't want to put a lot of my childhood stuff in there because I emotionally
yeah,
wasn't ready for it. So I put a lot of basically I put everything that happened to me from age like 18, 19 to adulthood, And I went through a lot, you know what I'm saying? So what they say, be thankful you don't look like what you went through. So that's how that journal happened. But I have been trying to process through some of the other stuff, and that's how I come up with some of the journals that I have. You know what I'm saying? Like it be, and I ain't gonna lie, some of them sometimes I be putting them together and thinking about them, or I go back and read some of the stuff in them. I be crying all over again. So
yeah,
everybody got their own outlets. You know what I'm saying?
right.
But yeah, but I think I want to find another therapist. I was doing it on that Better Health app.
Yeah,
And I had a little white lady. She was cool, but I feel like I want somebody that's gonna tell me the truth and hurt my feelings. It's like a lot of times she'd be like, "Well, what do you think? Or what do you think you should?" do or whatever. Like, did you think that was a good idea? I need somebody to say, nah, but you know that wasn't a good idea. You went back over there.
yeah, girl.
So I want somebody to tell me the truth. Like, I don't want you to sugarcoat nothing for me. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we can be our own worst enemy. Like, let's be honest. Like, we can be
Yeah,
a train wreck. So yeah, we can always put ourselves back these situations that we don't need to be in. So
Yeah.
yeah, but so that's why I always tell people like your mental health is so important. If you not right with your mental, bruh, it's kind of pointless, you know.
Right.
Like you just what are you doing? You know, like you just here. So, but a lot of people don't want to take the time to work on themselves like that because they have to face the ugly truth, and everybody not ready to face the ugly truth because it's not cute.
Yeah.
And healing is not, it's not pretty. It's
It's not
ugly.
at
It's grimy. You know what
all.
I'm saying? It's up at 2, 3 o'clock morning crying for no reason. You don't know what you're crying for. You just woke up out your sleep, just crying, and
Yeah.
you know it's like, and she was like I said, like she used to do these exercises. Like I used to do these exercises, and it make you go through this stuff, and you just be sitting there like, damn, I messed up. You
Yeah.
be like, I am
And
jacked
yeah, and
up,
that's
Jesus. You
for
know, so.
real, you know. And
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, that's the hardest thing to do is to take accountability.
Mm-hmm.
For
Mm-hmm.
real. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And a lot of us think we ain't nothing wrong with us. A lot of people think it's nothing wrong with them. So,
yeah.
and most of those people jump from partner to partner because they never want to take the accountability or heal or grow or do what they need to do. They just jump from person to person, or they just find a new batch of friends that tolerate their BS. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's horrible, but yeah. So we're gonna have to do one. We got to do another one of these. I don't know what we're gonna talk about. We have to think about it. I know we're supposed to do one where you're supposed to talk about your books and stuff, so I'm gonna have to do one. We gotta do that. Um
Real
Event.
nasty to them.
We might have to just I might have to just find a camera and come to your house and we sit in the front room
We should, girl. And
and
I
we
could
just
get it
drink
decorated.
wine.
And I could get my hair done because I've been looking like a beast for the last, the last one, girl. Got my these people saying it's natural. Somebody told me, baby, you don't need to be saying the N word because you Caucasian. Where? Where? No, ma'am.
I mean,
Baby.
you is a little light skinned.
I'm a
You
little pale in the wintertime, but I
you
got color in the
yeah.
summer.
Cause I
Yeah, so it's
think
summertime.
I could set it up on my tripod and just have the camera turned like facing, and we could just set it up on a tripod and we could just sit up like in some little chairs or something and just
Yeah, I get
like
it
have
decorated out cute and stuff, girl.
and I
Get your
need what they call
unmuted, huh?
what's that wine they be having? I need some XXL. That's what I need. I
Oh,
need the gasoline
girl.
wine. That's what
You trying to cry for real, huh? I heard that wine the truth, baby. Look, yeah, I get that for you. I'm about to have some
Girl,
barefoot Moscato. I need to be normal.
no, you
Mm-mm.
need the XXL so you can start releasing and we can be in there crying together and be like, I just don't understand, friend. So we gotta set a date and we'll do that. And like I said, we'll
Yeah,
hit
that'll
the
be cool.
time.
I'm gonna get my
Yeah.
hair done.
So I greatly appreciate you because you always show up and show out and you come through. These other people, I'm gonna
Yeah,
just start charging them a fee.
and thank you for having me again.
You're welcome. So we got to figure out a Friday.
Cool.
As long as my hair done, because I don't want to be looking bad because I'm
And we
looking a
gotta
little bit.
dress up, girl. Halloween coming up. We gotta put our best
You know
dress
I'm excited.
costume.
So I'm doing a Halloween party at Mariko's. So come on through with your costume party. The little costume.
Cool.
I can't wait because I gotta find me some more fashionable. I gotta be sexy.
Yes,
The men might be at. What's about?
girl. You might be look.
I don't need none. I just listen. I really got enough problems. Like they don't look like, but you don't want these problems. You don't want these problems. But yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. But all right, Moon. Thank you so much, and I appreciate you. And I will hit you later.
All right. Have a good night.
All right. Well, bye.
Bye.